Hello everyone! Welcome to Messy Heart, where we dive deep into troubling accounts and messy relationships, hoping to provide support and advice to those who might seek it. Let's head into our first story. Listen carefully and give us your thoughts on the comments section. Story 1. My girlfriend cheated on me with the male friend she told me not to worry about. Now she's begging me not to break up with her. How do I navigate this? I've been planning to propose to my girlfriend of 4 years. We haven't had sex since she wanted to save it for marriage. She went to a birthday party with some online friends from a Discord gaming server. 4 of them went back to her apartment after the party was over and had sex with her. She's begging me not to dump her over this. Is there anything left to save here at all, or do I just dump her? My girlfriend, we'll call her Katie, and I met in college and have been together for 4 years. I'm the first person she's ever had a relationship with because her parents were strict in high school. Our parents are religious and don't believe in sex before marriage, and while I don't really care, she's very close with her parents, so we've been waiting. Now that she's graduated, I was planning on proposing within the next few months. I had a ring picked out and everything. I was head over heels for this girl. That all changed last night. Or last weekend, really. Katie has had a male best friend since high school that her parents never liked because he claimed to be gay. Let's call him Liam. She was excited to be going to the same college as him because it meant they could hang out as much as they wanted. I've never been a big fan of the male best friend thing, but he's gay, so whatever. Except 2 years ago, he came out as bisexual. I never really liked the vibes when he was around her, so I asked Katie to stop hanging out with him alone. She accused me of not being supportive of him and trying to control her, just like her parents. I told her it was her choice if she wanted to keep seeing him alone, but I wouldn't be sticking around for it. It was the biggest problem we'd ever had in our relationship, but we worked through it. Compromise was that Liam and his boyfriend could hang out with me and my girlfriend together as couples, but never alone. I never wanted to cut her off from her friends. With this stipulation, however, the 4 of us only got together twice before Liam ended up transferring to a different college over the summer. My girlfriend stayed in contact with them over Discord, stayed friends with both of them when they broke up, and formed a gaming server with them and some of their other friends. Most of these friends were men, but she assured me nothing funny was going on. Most of them even had girlfriends, she said. Last weekend was Liam's birthday party, and he invited her. Katie wanted to talk to me about it first to make sure I was okay with it. She said she wanted to go since she hadn't seen him in 2 years, and it was only a 2-hour drive away. A bunch of her friends from the Discord server that she had never met in person before were going to be there, women included, and Liam's girlfriend would be there too. Since I had a weekend trip planned, leaving Friday, returning Sunday, I unfortunately wouldn't be able to go with her, but I told Katie I trusted her and had no problems with her going to see her friends. The problem started Saturday night. She texted me in the morning when she was leaving for the party, she texted me when she got there, and she texted me a couple times throughout to check in. Katie told me that she had planned on driving back around 9 or 10, but it was around that time that the text messages stopped. I assumed she was just having a good time and didn't want to seem controlling, so I didn't bother her. I did stay up to watch her location and make sure she got home though, and she did around 2 a.m. It was unusual, but I trusted her and didn't want to make any assumptions. I would call her in the morning and she would explain that she just got carried away having fun with her friends, I thought. I called her Sunday morning and she didn't answer. She texted back a few minutes that she had been sleeping, had a hangover, and wasn't feeling well. That was very strange because Katie doesn't drink. I told her to drink lots of water and that I hoped she felt better and got on my flight home. When I arrived at my apartment, I found her curled up in my bed in the dark. She has a key to my apartment but hardly ever needs it because usually I'm with her to do the unlocking. I asked her why she hadn't stayed at her apartment to rest up, but she didn't say anything. Since then, the entire week, she has been saying she's not feeling well and has not left my room. She's taken off work, and I've been going home on my lunch breaks to make sure she was eating. I was worried about her, but in the back of my mind, I was also suspicious about what had happened at the party over the weekend. Late last night, Katie woke me up from the couch sobbing. It was the first time she had left my room since I'd gotten home, other than to use the bathroom. I consoled her until she had calmed down enough to be coherent and asked her what was wrong. She told me she had done something horrible. She told me Saturday night she had somehow gotten really drunk on accident, and Liam offered to drive her home. 3 of her friends from the gaming server on Discord got in a second car to follow them, to take Liam back home after they got to Katie's apartment. They helped her up the stairs and into her apartment. Then, she said she had sex with them. All of them. All 4 men. Katie said she doesn't remember most of it, that she was really out of it and didn't know what was going on. She said she's been sick ever since trying to figure out how to tell me, because she loves me so much and didn't want to hurt me. Didn't want to hurt me, but gave away her virginity, that she was supposedly saving for marriage, to 4 other men, instead of the man who spent the past 4 years caring for her. She said she wanted to tell me right when I got back, which is why I found her in my apartment, but she couldn't bring herself to because she didn't want to lose me. She begged me not to break up with her. I told her I needed some time to myself to think. She then begged me not to make her go back to her apartment. I didn't feel like fighting, so I just told her she could go back into my room. I could hear her crying intermittently all night. I have to admit I was brought to tears myself. I can't believe how she would throw away our whole relationship, the 4 years we've built together, over one party. I was going to propose soon. I trusted her, and now it's broken. I'm at work and I haven't been able to focus all day. Part of me wants to tell her to get out the second I get home if she's still there, and that I never want to see again. Part of me wants to talk to her more and see if there's anything left to salvage. Can't tell which side is more unreasonable. How do I navigate this? What piece of advice would you give to OP? Let us know down in the comments, and let's move on to our next story. Story 2. I think I have accidentally conditioned myself to not want my husband anymore. How do I unlearn it? Me, F36, and my husband, M39, have a 1-year-old baby girl. Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but overall everything is fine. I got pregnant really fast, and we have been together only 3 years. We parent our child together, support each other, and everything is great on the surface. We are happy, our baby is happy. As always, there are some issues regarding our private life. He has a health issue that escalated when I was in the last stages of my pregnancy. He got a new medication that we knew would solve the issue in around a year. We had a small baby and a lot in our minds, and a year did not seem like a long time then. We knew the meds would affect his ability to perform in the bedroom, leading him to a decision that he would prefer not to engage in anything sexual during this time. He offhandedly asked me to not initiate. In hindsight, I know we should have had a proper conversation about this beforehand, but we were just so tired with a colic baby and everything. Learning to be parents. In the beginning, I sometimes forgot. He is my husband and I love him. He turned me down gently, like the proper gentleman he is. But still, even if I knew he had a proper medical reason and that it was my mistake, the rejection hurt. I had a really hard time with the changes in my body, even developing a small eating disorder. I had gained a lot of weight during the pregnancy. I was really petite earlier, but I ended up losing around 60 pounds in the first 3 months. I still don't look the way I'd prefer, but I'm taking small steps and trying to learn to love my new mom body. I know that struggle was partly due to feeling like even my own partner didn't want to touch me. Till it's not his fault. And at the same time, I feel guilty. It's been a year and I still don't feel good in my body. Maybe I should have tried harder, but going to a gym with a baby was not an option here. Or maybe that is just an excuse. Now my husband is finally getting off the meds. He is really excited about being able to return back to normal and to again have a sex life with me. But I find myself scared. I realize that after all the rejection, I think I have conditioned myself not to want him. The idea of having to have sex with him feels... I just don't want to do it. I know I could force myself to do it. Lie back and think of England kind of way. I know I can do it. Can. But I don't want to. And in addition, there is the timing. I had a traumatic birth and they had to sew me up. The idea of having him inside of me is also a fear-inducing. I don't know this body, and I don't know if forcing myself to sleep with him is the best way for myself to learn about it. I'd like to do it because I want to, not because I feel like it's my duty. Like I wanted before his medication, before being turned down again and again. God, I just want to go back to that. Back to wanting him. I feel so guilty. His final doctor appointment is next week and I'm so panicked. He is the loveliest man alive. A great father. And he loves me so much. And I know we should discuss this together, but I don't even know where to start. I feel guilty about making my daughter's life harder by not being able to do this. 'Cause I feel like I can't do this. The whole idea is enough to make panic start to rise in my body. And I have no one to talk about this with. My family loves him. My friends love him. Everybody loves him. And above all, I love him. Who could I talk to? I think that is why I'm writing here, even if I feel a bit ashamed to write here about this. I'm an adult, I should know how to navigate things like this without going to strangers for advice. But I just don't know what to do. Feeling a bit lost here. Or greatly lost. So lost. I think I just need to know if this is normal and how to fix it. How about that one? Let us have your thoughts and advice down in the comments section. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to check out our other videos and, as always, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Never forget that your smile is your best feature. Wear it proudly. See ya.